Good evening. This is your Daily Bread by Joy. I am Tanisha Murphy, and today I want to be a blessing on this blessed day. Today's topic is the old and the young. We're going to talk about gracefully aging. We're going to talk about the help from others, and we're going to talk about faith. Tune in. The old and the young. When we talk about the old, we talk about the elderlies who are aging, gracefully aging, and then being where we are currently at or going. When the elderlies are getting older, we know that they need help from others, right? I know for a fact that when you done settle in your older age and you rely on people to do for you things that you can no longer do. When you think about the older or the elderlies, you think about their feeding, their bathing, their helping them get places like the doctors or getting their hair and nails did, keeping them up like they would do for themselves if they was in a younger age. It's in the Bible for us to care for the elders while they're gracefully aging. To me, it's crucial to give them that support they need, especially from family and friends. We all gotta know that we have to get to that age sometime in life, and we're gonna want the same reliable help like they need now. One thing I know with God, you can't be self-centered. You have to have a heart, and you have to want to do for people. As we all know, it's also in the Bible that it's better to give than receive, right? When you have your grandmother or your mother or your great-grand in their older age, we have to know that it's better to give them help than allow them to try on their own. I take care of my grandmother for a time, and I know she can't do for herself like she would when she was younger. So it's crucial for me to be there and do things for her when she can't do for herself, like cook her a meal, take her a bath, get her to her doctor's appointments. You know, that's not being, what's the word I'm looking for? That's not, let's say that's not being silly or annoying. It's being, you're being humble. It's a good thing to provide that type of help to the elderly, because it's grace from God to even have someone like that in your corner. And if you know God, you know that all things are possible with God. And it's also crucial to keep the elderly in faith, right? Don't allow the elderly to break down, fall into depression. hurt, have their feelings hurt, because while they're gracefully aging, they need to have all types of support and allow them to smile and allow them to be happy while they're aging. You want this help when you get in that age. So give that help at all times. If you can help someone that is aging, help them. Don't allow them to do it on their own, because they can't. It's also in the Bible that when you get older, you will have to go through things that you don't want to go through. You have to put your trust in people to take care of you. So do right by people at all times. Treat people right, especially the old. And then there's the young. While they're gracefully aging and growing up into their age, have you ever noticed the way children ask questions? We have to guide the young. One, because these are the people that will be taking care of us. That'll be our bosses one day, or our exactly the help that we need. You have to guide the young rightfully, because the young is the people that will be running our situations when we can't. Guide them to keep seeking for answers to those questions that they keep asking. Let them know that the search can be rewarding on their path in this lifetime. I know that the world can be very, very vicious and ruthless sometimes, and it's crucial to guide our children the right way. Because, for example, you have to look forward to the young taking care of the old. And the old needs that crucial help. They need that crucial attention and support. And it starts with the young. It starts with how we raise our young. It's good to keep our young in a good church, allowing them to know God and what God can do for them, especially when you do right by people. God do right by us, so He'll expect the same. I know my mom raised us to the best of her knowledge, and she raised us with respect. We have to have respect for her and my grandmother, and anybody that's older than us, or even in fact younger than us. It's crucial to have respect for people and treat people like you want to be treated. I know this for a fact because I do it, because I want people to treat me the same way. That's why I treat people with respect, do right by people, because I know God for one, and two, I expect it back in return. No one wants to deal with people that are aggravating and mean, and people that simply don't know God. You want someone in your corner that you can trust, someone that you can look up to, someone that can guide you on your path, someone that can lead you to God, right? So let's focus on the young and the old. Focus more on their progress in aging. Focus more on getting the right things done for them. Focus on keeping them in faith. Because Jesus lives in us. And if Jesus lives in us, then we should allow them to see Jesus. Okay? So I'm going to move into the verse of the day. I'm reading from 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 5. Likewise, you who are younger, be subject to the elderly. Clothe yourself, all of you, with humility toward one another. For God opposes the proud, but give grace to the humble. So what this scripture is saying, be there for the older. Clothe yourself with humility toward one another, because God really looks down on the proud, but give grace to the humble. So don't worry about people, how they judges you, because you simply are taking care of the older, or because you out here taking care of the young. Focus on knowing God and being humble to people, okay? So again, this week, focus on taking care of the old, showing them love and support, keeping them in faith. And that goes for the young. Guide our young, teach them right, lead them to God, and have them to know faith. Okay? That was the old and the young. Please remember to always be a blessing on a blessed day. You can find me on social media. I'm on Instagram at Daily Bread by Joy. I'm at Facebook at the same thing, Daily Bread by Joy. And you can find me on Twitter at JRR Clothing. You can also find this podcast on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Remember, always give your life over to God, because the grace of God is awesome. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon.